Good afternoon. Hi, Professor Nelson. I'm redoing my PowerPoint because earlier I realized that the font was way too small and blurry. The design or background screen was white, so you really couldn't see the actual PowerPoint presentation. So here I go. Before I get started, I want to say that because human behavior is complex and social work profession is a broad profession, that the numerous theories are utilized for social work practice at the micro, meso, and macro levels. These theories focus on the human growth and development, the psychological and social functions, and the social service delivery. Some of these theories emphasize social and economic justice. All of these theories are value Latin and come out of the social and historical context. So this is just a fancy way of saying that all of these theories are value based and that each theory should be applicable to the social work profession. The focus of my theory is the social construction theory. It's how the social, cultural, and historical context shape individuals and the creation of knowledge. And so when we think knowledge, we say exactly where our foundation comes from. How do we know that what we're wearing is clothes? How do we know that money is money? You know, I stated in class that 400 years ago, people used the barter and trade system in order to receive goods for services. So now, in today's time, we use print money or paper with color on it with dead presidents, and we exchange that for clothes and food, and etc. So this is our knowledge in 2013 of money. How individuals create themselves. How we know what culture we're from, what norm in what generation. You know, there's a new TV show I call The New Norm where gays and lesbians are married. Well, this was not the norm 40 years ago. So, the main concepts of human behavior and social construction that all experiences are subjective and that human beings recreate themselves through an ongoing, never static process. Knowledge is created through an interplay of multiple and social and historical forces. Social interaction is grounded in the language, customs, cultures, and historical context, like I said earlier. And African American is completely different from a Black American, even though the genre for any Census Bureau says African American. I've never been to Africa. And my culture is completely different from that of an African American. You know, we've been brought up around the digital age, and it's completely different from those from a different continent. All phenomena, including scientists, must be approached with doubt in order to understand how people construct reality. Human beings are self-interpreting beings, so we can't assume anything about any special culture. We can't assume that they understand that these pants, you put them on one leg at a time. Some cultures don't even wear pants. Some cultures wear the long gowns or robes instead of pants. So we just can't assume that their reality is the same as ours. This is just a list of a couple of theorists. That's Foucault, Berger, and Gergen. Some practice interventions who listen for cultured narratives, approach practice with a stance of not knowing, and I like that because it's basically saying that we approach it from the strengths-based perspective. We meet people where they are in their life. We view practice as mutual interchange because relationships have mutual influence. It's give and take. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I influence you, you influence me. Recognize how individuals, groups, and construct their identities through an ongoing and fluid process. People are forever changing. Life is forever changing. 2013 is completely different from 2003. So we have to try to keep up with those norms. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you.